Hi there, Coach Sage of SageRunning.com here with a personal vlog. This is the week of Western States. It's the Monday, the week of race. The race is on Saturday. And I just want to get this vlog out, kind of final thoughts, I guess, heading into the week, kind of the mental component of a big 100-mile race, fierce competition on a historic course here in the US. We're up here at the North Rim, kind of northeast. Well, we ran east on the North Rim of Lake Tahoe, kind of on Tahoe Rim Trail. Beautiful run here with Sandy. You'll get Patreon supporters will get an exclusive little video that I made shooting today up here on the rim. Beautiful, but it's near the start of Squaw Valley, which is the start of the Western States 100. So just a little history. It does start at altitude. There is a little bit of snow on the course on the first climb, but after that it's all downhill, rolling downhill to Auburn, and very hot in the canyons, I've heard. Auburn will be super hot as well. But yeah, just to tell you the truth, I'm scared shitless of the race. It's 100 miles scares me. The fierce competition always gets my nerves going, but that's why I love it. I love the competition. I love getting fired up. It helps me find flow in running, and to be part of such a historic race is a real blessing. So I feel very fortunate, and tapering quite a bit, but mainly this vlog is about my thoughts, just kind of how my line of thinking, I guess, heading into this big demanding event, and it's going to be demanding. So looking at the competition, looking at the iRunFar.com preview, and a lot of the speculation on people's blogs or out there on the interwebs, I'm one of the favorites, and I'm definitely want to compete to try to win. There's tons of other guys, international guys, Francois, Tofo, there's Jim Walmsley, there's guys returning from last year. There's tons of guys that could be in the top 10. My Hoka teammate Paul Terranova, Bob Shebist, experienced guys, but also newbies. And approaching it's going to be some strategery. I'm going to look at course record splits probably. It's going to depend on exactly how hot it is in the canyons out on the course. It's probably going to be pretty warm, but whether or not it's like super hot, like 105 degrees Fahrenheit or 95 degrees Fahrenheit, we don't know yet, so that might dictate some of the finishing time and pace. And the number one goal is just to finish, is to make the distance. And again, I've never made it past 62 miles. It's kind of where I dropped out at UTMB, forced dropout because of the stitches in my knee and the swelling. And I don't know what would have happened in that race, although I will say at UTMB we took it out hard, and that lead pack was very aggressive, and there was a lot of carnage. But aside from that, it's a different style course. Net downhill also scares me. I wish the course ran in reverse and it was a net uphill, because runnable downhills are not my favorite. I'll admit, I've tried to focus on it a little bit after Transvolcania. Never feel prepared enough, but we'll see how it is. It's a long race. A lot could happen with the heat and the sheer distance, trying to cover 100 miles with over 20,000 feet of climbing and even more descent. So, looking at it in terms of strategy, you got to play things by ear, see how I feel, monitor splits, monitor other competitors. And, honestly, if I'm going to be totally honest, and I don't mean to sound cocky or anything when I say this, I will be a little bit disappointed if I don't. I will be disappointed if I'm not first place. Granted, I'd be happy just to finish. Again, that's the first goal, but I'm going for the win. I want to be competitive. I want to run a good time. My number 2 goal is to place as well as possible. Top 10 podium would be a huge honor as well, but honestly, I want to try to win. And I know that's, saying a lot maybe with this field and being inexperienced, but that's the goal, and that's how I'm going to try to plan my strategy. Again, I'm nervous as heck though. Don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be very painful, I could guarantee you that. It's going to be an adventure, I could guarantee you that as well. But I'll try to persevere and do my best out there, and looking forward to seeing all familiar faces and people both in the race and support crews. I got amazing support from Sandy, my parents, Ginger Runner, and I are working on a film project. My pacer Joel is my teammate from Cornell, ran track with me at Cornell. We're trying to put together some film project. Again, for Western Stories, the other film project, if you're running Western States, have your crew shoot some footage of you out there on the course, or if you're running it yourself, shoot some footage and you're taking me there. We'd like to get more footage for that. It'd be really great great to see. And yeah, you could send me on our website, sagerunning.com, there's a post for it, and you could send us it in a Dropbox link. We're trying to compile more footage, and we could really use your help on that. But stay tuned for more stuff from Ginger Runner. Ethan and Kim will be out here this weekend, as well as tons of other people. But yeah, that's just kind of my previous thoughts. And you know, I do these races because it's an adventure, because it's a challenge, because I want to go 100 miles, but also because it's just really cool to run on beautiful trails with a bunch of cool people. And the competition is a draw for me at this stage in my running career. Like, it brings out the best in you. I think you could use other competitors as, you know, ways to bring out your best version of yourself as a runner and to find flow. And I think that's really the thing that keeps me really motivated in the sport right now, as well as just the ambiance and the scenery, and taxing your body, challenging your body, and trying to persevere for all your personal goals, whatever that may be. But definitely trying to compete fiercely as well, and do well in the race. But those are just my pre-race thoughts. Stay tuned for more videos on here of Western States course preview, as well as more footage, hopefully, and then the project with Ginger Runner and our Western Stories collaboration that we're trying to gather footage of this week, as well as on race day. So thanks so much for the support. Thank you to the Patreon supporters. You guys are the best. Expect some exclusive videos just for you guys on the Patreon page. Again, I can't thank you guys enough for all the support on here. Just watching this video, just sharing it, subscribing to the channel. It's really been a dream come true. I love making these videos. Couldn't do it without you, and it's just, yeah, I've been very fortunate, and I owe that a lot to viewers like you. So thank you so much. Hope your training's going well, and stay tuned for more via 2Max Productions. Oh yeah, so one more thing I forgot to add is when you came out here early, because Sandy ran the Broken Arrow Sky Race, the 26K. Brutal sky race at high altitude in Squaw, and she won it. She ran super strong there. Great race for Sandy. So go Coach Sandy. Helps out at sagerunning.com. Is an excellent coach. Gives me my training plans. So thumbs up for Sandy. Check out her channel, Running Wild to Believe, as well. Then, you know, final note with the competition. I've raced all these guys before, many of them multiple times. So there's really no one new going into the race. What's new is the distance and the challenge of the downhills, and the challenge of the unique elevation profile and the heat of the course. So that's really the main difference I want to point out. Thanks again for all your support, guys. Really appreciate it. And stay tuned for more via 2Max Productions.